Many DU creators have more than one type of ship available, so I thought it'd be a fun departure from my typical reviews to check out one of the creators who's been very instrumental in my development in the game, his entire fleet. So he doesn't know I'm doing this. I hope he enjoys it. Let's check it out. Ladies and gentlemen, the offerings from Gadget Infinite. Here's his Discord information up top. In-game, Gadget Infinite. He's located near District 5. You can VR by searching for Pantera. He currently has 4 ships available. One is the Osprey, the personal transport warp capable, and then 3 freighters. So we'll get into these individually in-game. The Manta MK1, Manta MK2, and the new Gunnhild, the newest offering, are all very, very, very sexy ships, and they're instrumental in my development here in the game. So we'll talk about that here a little bit more in detail. And welcome to Pantera's production facility extraordinaire. We are here taking a look at an entire fleet of ships. The cat could probably stand to be a little bit more voxeled out. Looks like we've got the Empire logo there. Pantera and the cat. Actually, I'd like to see that cat up on the building and then the Pantera like across the entire thing. That would be really neat. Anyway, I digress. Let's look at the ships. First up, we have the Osprey. It is a warp capable personal transport. Claims to use 18 cells per 500 SU. Blueprint will cost you 1 million, which is not too bad at all. I own this ship. I fly it. It's a lot of fun. It uses the fighter style cockpit. It has plenty of brakes, plenty of vertical boosters to get you up and gone and hovering. And I mean, it's probably a little overkill in terms of what you need, but you know what? You can never have enough brakes or enough lift and thrust. Am I right? So the container hub, which is linked to 2 small containers, is right here on the side of the ship. The container hub, though, acts as a center of gravity, so I've never really filled it up with too much cargo, so I don't have any experience with what it feels like under load. This is typically just my go and jam around, zoom around ship. So it has 2 large atmospherics, 3 large space. It runs, let's jump up top here. Whoop. We've got fuel filler tanks here, 1 medium atmospheric and 2 medium space fuel. Plenty of air brakes. I'll have all of the stats for each ship as I go through them posted on the screen. It flies really nice because it has the fighter pilot HUD cockpit. It's hard to load like, you know, an orbital script, or you can't really, I mean, you could do it, you just don't see any readout. So as long as you're all right with that, flying somewhat blind. Otherwise, when you're in the cockpit and you're looking around, you can see all of your fuel status, your throttle. The only thing you really don't get is the pitch. But anyway, this is a beautiful ship. I love flying it. It looks cool as heck. Yeah. So let's move on to the next one here. Let's go skip over to this guy here. This is the ship that started it all for me. This is the Manta Super Freighter MK1. This used to be offered as a token. It is no longer. Just real life has gotten in Gadget's, I wouldn't say way, but he is definitely busy in real life and can't put these things together. So blueprint available. That's 1 million. Anti-grav, 4 large containers. Let's take a walk around the outside first. So plenty of hovers, plenty of adjusters. This ship does have quite a bit of roll when you are yawing under load. You know, if you're on anti-grav, it's fine. I like to have little to no roll, only for maneuvering and adjusting and getting into position for landing while using anti-grav. So outside of the ship, very cool looking. Let me see if I can get up on top of this thing here. Oof. See if I can remember how to do it. Oh, well. We'll get up on top from the other one. How about that? Let's go through the inside first. Oh, you know what? Did he add a hatch? Maybe not. Okay, let's go inside here. So here's your 4 containers linked via the hub. Now the hub, again, acts as your center of gravity. So the reason this thing gets wonky is because this is here. I moved mine and like stuck it on the floor back here when I had this ship. So interior, there's your pulsars, anti-grav generator, warp drive, a couch. Here's a nice display. I believe this program board may still control the anti-grav. Actually, you know what? I'm not sure what this control board does anymore, because with orbital loaded on this, you no longer need the touchscreen. In a previous version, there was a touchscreen right over here, and you would use that to motor up and down. Did he put a hatch in here yet? No, no hatch. So my only problem with this ship is if you crash while you're flying, when you respawn, or not when you respawn, but when you load in, sometimes you load in like halfway through the ship, and it's a colossal pain to get back to an area where you can move around. So I was going to cut a hole in the top here, throw a hatch in, and just call it good. I didn't. I ended up selling the ship to a buddy of mine because I outgrew it. We will talk about that in just a sec here. So here's your large atmospheric, large space, medium space, or wait, small. Emergency stop, gyro. Here's your core back here. Oops, if I can remember how to get back here. There we go. Urinal, bathroom, or shower, bed. I voxeled this thing in just for security. That's just me. So great ship, has plenty of thrust, plenty of lift. Let's see, can I get up onto the top of this thing like this? Oh, here we go. Maybe. Oh, shit. Oh, well. Here, jump up, jump up. Oh, look at me parkour like a champion. Okay, here's the top of the ship. Really, really, really well done. All your anti-grav looks great. Large brakes. Now, let's talk about the MK2, which is what I upgraded to because I outgrew the MK1. So the MK2 is another anti-grav. Blueprint is 10 mil. It has 32 large containers with warp. Plenty of brakes here. I've never had a problem slowing this thing down. So let's take a run around the outside of it. It has vertical boosters for days. Very similar design from its smaller brother. Looks like the sun's coming up here on Alioth. It has more than enough thrust. All of the space engines. Did I misspeak on the other one? Maybe that little Osprey has 4 or 3 medium. I might have misspoke. I digress. Taking another run around here. Beautifully done ship. I'll take a run in here into the interior where you trigger through a detection zone the fuel management. And so you can always see how much fuel you have right when you come in. Again, the issue that I had with this ship was that the container hubs were placed at the front. And so your ship wanted to yaw and roll and pitch and do all kinds of wonky stuff as you were turning it under load. I ended up moving them a little bit. Here's your fuel fillers. You have 2 large atmospheric, 2 large space. I like how the warp drive is encased in like a pseudo glass here. Here's the run down the main corridor with the Pantera logo looking amazing on the main walkway. We will go here into the crew meeting room. There's a screen you can program with your logo. Obviously, Pantera's got his stuff there. Let's go downstairs first. So downstairs, you have another screen to program for whatever you'd like. Over here, here's your quote-unquote like medical bay. You have some crew quarters, football game pick, or GIF. And yeah, here we go. Let's go over here. Here's your anti-grav generator. And the core, I'm not sure if he's showcasing this or not, is, I want to say it's in here. Like there. which you can get to by removing that. Anyway, here's your server room. So all your program boards and switches and everything else. And have a shower. You smell. You've been underground all day. Wash the dirt off of you. Now moving upstairs to the bridge. Very, very, very cool bridge. Here's your warp cell estimate. Some nice screens here with the Star Trek stuff. Program boards that really don't do anything. They're just there for aesthetics. Here's your main captain's chair. First officer, second officer. Another fuel management screen. A hatch to get out and on top. Love having that hatch. All kinds of adjusters. I'll look down the top of this thing. Oh, Dex. Thanks for the raid, dude. I'm recording live here, so stand by. We have the top of the ship. And yeah, so this is the MK2. Available via blueprint for 10 million. Great ship. The container hub issues aside, still handles and flies very well. So moving on to the newest creation. So here's the two initial freighters that Gadget put out. And after a lot of feedback from myself and other owners, he took that all to heart and created this new behemoth. In terms of specs, anti-grav warp, 17 large containers. It can lift 3 kilotons off Alioth on thrust alone, and the blueprint will cost you 10 million. So we'll walk around the outside where Gadget has tested this with over 3 kilotons of cargo, and it has little to no roll at all, which I am thrilled about. So I am really looking forward to picking one of these up as a, I say this lightly, as a lightweight hauler for me. Going around the back, I mean, this thing, it's got design elements of the MK1 and 2, but this thing has been completely overhauled. Massive rear end, extra large space engines. Wait, how many are there? Just the 1XL, 1, 2, 3, 4, large, and a whole host of large atmospheric. So take around here to the, what would this be? The starboard side. Can I get up? Whoa. Let's go this way. All right, so we've seen the outside. Let's jump on the inside. I have never seen this ship before, so pardon me if I don't know my way around it. So nice little walkway down underneath the containers. Looks like you got some cable management. Ooh. I wonder if there's lights that come on. I mean, I could turn my headlamp on. Where's the fun in that? All right, so we're going into the bridge. Oh, I see what we've got going on here. This is cool. Okay, so an ominous dark room. Oh, with the new damage. Wait, is this is the fuel new Lewis script? And the damage one too. I don't know if I'm going to be able to, let's see here. Can I do this? I can't do it. Bummer. Okay. All right, since I don't have access rights to it, I can't show you this Lewis script, which is really neat. This Lewis script, if you have damage modules, it will put a big arrow on your screen and direct you to which one is damaged and where they're at. Look, he took the advice of the container hubs and put them towards the back of the ship here, or at least in the center-ish. And yeah, so we've got what claims to be a very good defined center of gravity. Let's go to engineering first. Do we go up or down? Hey, we go down. Okay. Down to engineering, where we find the core. Some containers. I don't know if this is like an extra container. Are there like 16? 8 on each hub, and then this is like the extra one for the warp cells? Question mark? Maybe. Oh, the anti-grav generator is under in engineering here on this really cool little like scaffolding basket. We have what, 1, 2, 3 large space, and 3 atmospheric large. Okay, so back to the main deck here, or at least the entryway. Let's go bridge. Oh, look at this. Res node. Let's go down. Whoops. Got a ladder that goes down. Nice headroom. We can look out. Which direction are we looking here? Oh, I see. Okay, so this is out the port. No, wait, that is we're at the very front of the ship. Huh. Look at that. That's pretty neat. Okay, so we've got some screens here with some cool graphics on it. No frills really to speak of in this ship in terms of like plants and miscellaneous chairs and benches and beds and crap. Unneeded stuff. This is a workhorse. We've got the Gunnhild, Greetings Commander, Gadget Infinite. That is really cool. All systems nominal. 716 elements with 1.3 mil HP. That's really neat. So this is the new Lua damage and fuel script. Really cool. So, man, I am going to be grabbing a blueprint of this, putting it together, and using this as my quote-unquote lightweight hauler, which might seem somewhat silly to a lot of you, but let's get back out the front. An amazing ship. So the Gunnhild, the newest offering from Gadget Infinite and Pantera. And there it is, folks. The offerings from Gadget Infinite. I hope you enjoyed this review. A slight departure from my typical reviews where I review just a single ship, but I wanted to make sure that we showcase an entire fleet of ships available from a creator, and I'll probably be doing more of these style reviews here in the future. Next couple of reviews I think will be focused on the PvP aspects of this game. I'm kind of a noob at it, so we'll experience it together. Pantera's information is in the link in the description below. Make sure you check them out, and also hit that like button, hit the subscribe, helps me out. And until next time, fly dangerous.